Thursday afternoon, about 2 o'clock, and we still got a bunch of stuff to do. I gotta print a few new sweaters that we're coming out with. They're super cool, you should check those out. 4Runner's loaded. We finished the sweater prints that we had to do. We still have to load all the vendor stuff in the back of the truck. Out of here, out of the vendor trailer into the Titan. It's Friday, about 8:30. Yesterday we spent finishing some prints and getting the truck loaded. So now we have to take all the stuff out of the vendor trailer that's here and get it in the truck. This is the less glamorous part about going to these shows and setting up booths and stuff like that, is doing all the loading and unloading and figuring everything out.
We used to do this for every show.
And then we got smart and bought a box trailer. But then we didn't get smart and built a show truck. Let me show you what it takes to load all of our vendor stuff from our vendor trailer into the truck. The bed is full of the Titan. Got the 4Runner loaded. And the whole back of the 4Runner loaded. It's a little inconvenient, but in order to show the 4Runner and have a vendor booth is what we got to do. Have to hold on to the pump because our Titan doesn't want to do the auto. Anyway, so we're on our way to Severed in the Southwest right now in Phoenix, Arizona. We're just getting a little bit of gas and now we're leaving the desert. $67 later to fill up the Titan. That's one thing I'm really looking forward to getting to Arizona, is getting some of that cheap Arizona gas. Before we get on our way to Arizona, we got to make one stop at Norco because we picked up a new thing for the booth.
What's wrong?
Okay, I missed the parking lot. Now I gotta back up this truck in a small industrial area with a trailer. Lucky I'm pretty good at backing up trailers.
You're good at backing up.
As I hit something like. Okay, we're back on track. We've been meaning to pick up one of these for a while. So we're down here at the Easy Up headquarters. We're picking up a new canopy. We're pretty stoked about getting it. I honestly didn't think that we would be having to construct this thing. I thought we were just gonna pick up an Easy Up in a bag. I think we might have severely underestimated, actually not really underestimated, just didn't realize that if you're buying something brand new, you're probably gonna have to assemble it. We rock up to the dock to pick up our new Easy Up and he's like, okay, here's all the boxes and make sure you use a screwdriver. And I was like, a what now? We're gonna do an unboxing of a 10x20 Easy Up at a show when we should be setting everything up. We're on a little bit of a mission to get out to Arizona right now. We're trying to make it there by 5 p.m. to, hold on, I gotta switch lanes. I cannot multitask. If I'm thinking about one thing, I can't do another. So I had to change lanes. We're in the middle of the desert, somewhere between Southern California and Phoenix, and we're on a little bit of a mission. We're trying to get out to Phoenix tonight by 5 p.m. to make it to Tray 5 Customs for their open house. Finally getting some of that cheap Arizona gas. It's seriously like 50 cents cheaper here than it is in Southern California. We're at the border. Well, we're a little bit past the border. We're in Portside, Arizona, almost to Phoenix. We still got about 2 hours to go till we get to Phoenix. And we were trying to get to the Tray 5 open house by 5, but I don't think we're gonna make it. Arizona's still an hour ahead of us. Our GPS was saying we'll get there at 5:30, which was 5:30 our time, which is 6:30 their time, and the event starts at 5. Still having battery problems with the 4Runner. Have to start it and let it run on the trailer to charge up the battery, because it was dead again this morning. We got to get something better than a kinetic in this thing. That dude is hardcore. Here we have our 94 4Runner on our trailer because we don't want to drive it all the way to Phoenix. And that dude's in his 50s Chevy just like, nah, screw it, I'll drive. We passed him in Moreno Valley in SoCal like 200 miles ago. What we made it down here to Tray 5. It was a little later than we expected. We rolled in like literally like 5 minutes ago. It's like almost 7 o'clock. We were supposed to try to get here by 5, but we're here. Everybody's still hanging out. This truck right here, this is the truck Tray 5 built for SEMA. So the truck that you see in that video outside, that janky looking C10, is now this thing. Wow. So we had a pretty awesome time hanging out here Friday night at Tray 5 Customs for the open house, checking out all of their killer rides. So now we're gonna get ready for tomorrow for Severed in the Southwest. We're gonna try to build this tonight before the show, so we're not at the show with boxes everywhere, looking at instructions, like trying to put this thing together.
Do you want me to put the camera down? Do you want me to put the camera down?
I totally got it. There we go.
Easy that is.
We were super happy with the way it turned out. It's very industrial. On our way to the show this morning, it's Saturday. We're heading to Severed in the Southwest. It's at this place called Castles and Coasters. It's like an amusement park in Phoenix. We had a really good time last night at the Eye Candy Tray 5 open house. A lot of cool stuff to check out, a bunch of cool dudes. That C10 it's phenomenal. It's really nice. I didn't get a chance to check it out at SEMA where it debuted, so I took this opportunity to check it out, and it was super cool. And that black Tahoe, that was super cool. The display that comes out of the dash, super rad. Things are a little bit crazy right now. We're kind of late to the show. We didn't get here till like 10 o'clock, and it's pretty much full, and there's this long line of roll-in, and we gotta throw the booth together really quick and get out of everybody's way. There's a lot of people here. There's still people rolling in. There's a ton of people here. This show is turning out already to be a really great show. I heard there's a jousting contest at like noon, so that should be pretty interesting. I've never seen a jousting contest at a car show before. The last time we were at the show was back in like 2014, And it's a really cool show, but it wasn't as big as this one. This is the largest I've seen this show, and the diversity of vehicles here is pretty awesome. We got mini trucks, full-size trucks, old school C10s, lowriders. It's a really awesome, like, diverse amount of cars.
It is December, right?
Yeah, I know. It's December and we're in Phoenix and it's like 90 degrees. I don't know, that may be an exaggeration, but it's freaking hot today.
Yeah.
And so before we left, we printed all those sweaters for a show that's gonna be like 80, 90 degrees. Well, I have to tell the story of Cheryl and her mini truck trying to get into the limbo. Those guys have been all day at it trying to get that truck started.
I can't get it started.
Why are you trying to get it started?
Because I want to do the limbo like really, really bad.
Back in 2014, she had it here before, and it won lowest truck. And so it's been out of the scene for a couple years. She did some work on it. They just got out of the body shop, and during that time, they chopped it another 2 inches. So the idea was to come back here 2 inches lower and retake lowest truck. They got it going, it ran for a little bit, it flooded, it just didn't make it. It's kind of a bummer that it couldn't make it, but sometimes things happen like that. You know, things are difficult and it just doesn't work out.
That's what happens when you live a custom life.
That's what happens when you live the custom life. So man, you gonna grab that one? Finishing up trophies right now. Show's over here at Severed in the Southwest. We had a great time. We always love coming out here. We always say that AZ has the quality. They always hold it down with their rides. So anytime that we have an opportunity to come out here, we're always excited to come. There's a lot of people who say that the scene's dying or there's no more shows or it's not how it used to be. But this crowd behind me just proves everybody wrong. This show, the last time we were here was like 2 or 3 years ago. And the last time we were here, it was like half the size. So this show has gotten bigger. So whenever I hear people say that, is nope. The scene is definitely alive. We have to load the truck so far forward, and we have to like bro dog the Titan, because if it goes any far back, then I gotta climb out the window. And I've done that way too many times. I don't like doing that anymore. Another part of vendoring is now the entire parking lot is almost empty. Everybody's gone home, and we still have to put away all of our stuff. We always find ourselves at a Jack in the Box after every show. And it's not really on purpose. We just sort of like, we're leaving and we're like, hey, let's go stop somewhere to eat. And it's always a Jack in the Box. We're just leaving Arizona. We got the truck all packed. We're ready to make that long 5-hour journey back to SoCal. But we had a great time and just want to say thanks to Severtice for putting on the show. Thanks for checking out the Kustom Life vlog. Make sure you subscribe. We'll see you at the next one. Thanks.